Hi guys, my name is Amira. This is America's Reviews, my channel. Um, up really early this morning, um, and this happened once before when Trump was in office. Except then I was doing Twitter, um, and it was kind of a strange message. I ended up putting on Twitter. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning. I had got up early, the same way I'm up early now. But basically, it's pretty serious, pretty sober. Um, the situation overseas with China, Biden may need to take that seriously. Um, he may need to take that very seriously. Yes, I understand that we're in a situation with Russia, but um, this particular situation, he needs to focus on, and not just focus on, but it's serious. If he is in quarantine or whatever, he need to come on out. Um, he may need to do some kind of television conference or something. It is pretty serious. Um, I don't want to get too much into it, but yeah, he need to go ahead and look into the situation. As for the American people, I told them like some time back, like 7 years ago, I said we're in a different chapter. Literally, we're in a different chapter right now, and the chapter we're in involves calamities, not just climate change, but literal just things that we're not used to. And I laid it out. They heard the message, rejected the message, or whatever the case may be, but they heard it. With this situation, you know, basically everyone knows that we're in a different climate. Um, we're in my book, I simply call it a different sector, and it will involve a lot of things that we've never seen before. So, um, and don't take my word for it. Basically, it's already started. It's been started for a while, and it involves a lot of different things with God pulling back His protection. Um, Not just from us, but I don't know. It's like it's just time for a lot of different changes, you know. And I did explain like 7 years ago, for people to grow up way too immature, just is bad. And so, are we ready for this? We're not ready for it. Not even halfway. It's like we're not at all. And I explained like 7 years ago that nothing, nothing will be slowed down because we're not ready. Nothing. There is no justification for the country not to be ready with the colossal of things that are about to come. There is no justification for us not to be ready. And I don't see anything slowing down because we're not. It does look like the administration is trying to keep up with certain things, like you know, they're doing the best they can. I assume. Um, but right now, like I said from the very beginning, we do need to go ahead and keep an eye on this. It's very serious. If he's still in quarantine or whatever the case may be, he need to take a look at it. And I'm saying this pretty lightly. But like I said, everything was told everybody, and pretty much it was rejected. And so people were like, we don't, but it doesn't matter if you reject something or not. It is what it is, and it's here. It is what it is. Because you reject something does not mean it's not coming straight for you. Um, and I had said also, it's not going to be just climate change. That's a walk in the park if it was just climate change, but it's not going to be just one thing. We can look at an example when Trump was in office. And while he was in office, there was a heightening of situations of, you name it, like abuse situations, compounded with the COVID-19. It was one thing after another. Look at it like that. So the situations that are coming, it's not just going to be one thing. It's not going to be two things. It's not going to be three things. It's not going to be four things. It's not. It's going to be like 5 or 6 different things to hit us all at once. There's no justification for us not to be at least mentally halfway able to absorb some of this. I'm looking around and nobody's ready. People think, well, if I reject it, if I deny it, if I ignore it, it'll go away. Are you crazy? You're hurting yourself, and you're hurting your freaking offspring. You should have been attentive, because it's here. It's here. Is here. And I never said anywhere. In fact, I said the opposite. I said we will be in conflict with 2 or 3 or 4 other places overseas all at once. And I told you this. I told you about the climate change. I told you about the different adversities when it comes to different countries. But it's going to be other things also. It's not going to be one thing. Like one thing isolated, we take care of that one thing. It's not going to be like that. We're in a totally different sector. It's going to be like 5 or 6 things hit us all at once, and we're going to have to deal with it all at once. That's what it's going to be. And it takes a serious, sober-minded person that at least halfway respect spirituality, that at least halfway respect God, at least halfway to make it through. All at once. But I really need Biden, like, okay, yes, he handling the Russia situation over there. He need to regroup everything and focus on that. Everything and focus on that. He need to make some kind of announcement, because I think people are ignorant when it comes to some of the situation. And this is just the top layer of that I'm going to say on this particular clip. I'm not going to go any further than that on this particular clip. And also, let me say this when it comes to this seriousness of it all. Give me 1 second here. We all know that when it comes to the Son of God, Jesus, and so forth. And well, I'll just wait. I'm gonna wait on that. But there's another layer that I really need to, when it comes to this sector and the harshness. I don't think people understand. But when it's here, they'll understand. But it'll be too late to regroup psychologically. It's like it doesn't work that way. You can't be ignorant and immature and beating on your phone all day, gossiping, and all of a sudden be a warrior and ready to take on all the crap that's about to hit us all at once. It doesn't work that way. It takes years and years and years to harden yourself mentally, spiritually, to go through some of the stuff that's about to hit us all at once. It takes years for that. And all I've seen was an entire generation just beating on the phones, gossiping, and this is not a joke. And it's too late to regroup when you're going through it. It's too late to regroup when you're going through it. I don't know what to say. It's like so much time was wasted. So much time was wasted. And I have explained that this sector is going, this is a harsh sector. It's a harsh sector. And for some reason, people are like, "Oh, okay, COVID-19, and is that all it was? Well, I'm still alive." No, it doesn't work that way. That was just a sample of some of the stuff. I never said that. I never said, "Okay, COVID-19, okay, that's it. Y'all can go back to playing games." I never said that. Never. I said this was the beginning. I said this was the beginning. I never said this was the end. I said this is the beginning. I said from here on out, you need to hold on. That's what I said. 1.2 million people dead in the U.S. I said that was the beginning. I said regroup mentally, spiritually, because you are about to get taken for a dive. I'm talking about like you're about to get taken for a serious dive. That's what I said. I said, look at this as an example of what we have to come. Just an example. That's what I said. And no one took it seriously. Beating on your phones, gossiping, yeah, that's all fine, but you heard the message. You heard the message, and it was rejected all around. But you heard it. You heard it. You had 7 years to try to regroup and be like, what should we do? It's some crazy it coming around the corner. What the hell should we do? I'm trying to think real quick one more thing. Mm. Well, I'm gonna just leave it at that. When it comes to that situation over there, everything need to be regrouped, and we need to focus on that. Like everything, we need to focus on that. And I'll see you guys. I'll probably do another one of these in like a day or two.